up on the phone, don't get your feelings hurt. Hey, cousin. Because when I call my cousin up on the phone, you know we finna joce. Hey, cousin. And when I can't get my cousin on the line, I'm going to send him a text. Hey, cousin. One thing about it, baby, don't doubt it. I'm going to hit my cousin up. Hey, cousin.
If your phone work.
My phone worked.
Her phone has been out of commission for a week. I'm tired of this. I'm telling y'all, it sounds like every time she talks, like you can't hear shit.
Cause when I call my cousin up on the phone, don't get your feelings hurt. Hey, cousin. And when I call my cousin up on the phone, you know we finna jokes. Hey, cousin. And when I can't get my cousin on the line, I'ma send him a text. Hey, cousin. One thing about it, baby, don't doubt it. I'ma hit my cousin up. Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin.
What's up, cousin?
Let me start saying the intro properly right, because some of y'all gonna start thinking that I don't be wanting to do it, but I be wanting to do it. I like it. It just like, you know, when you it's like when you edit stuff and you hear the song like nonstop repeatedly, you kind of get tired of the song. I love the song. I love what we made, but it's like, girl.
You got tired of the song the day of. So I don't want to hear nothing, baby. I didn't
get tired of the song. Well, I don't know, because it's so short, and it's like when something's really short and you keep playing it over and over again. It's like when you like have a TikTok and you get up to go do something, and that same TikTok keep playing repeatedly. You get
that's different though. That's different though.
The song only like a couple of minutes long.
It don't matter. It's an art that you made, baby.
Oh my God. Well, listen, because even artists that make music can attest to this. Y'all know when y'all deep in the studio and y'all making something, y'all get tired of hearing it. So when it's finally out, y'all probably listen to it one time and never listen to it again. I promise y'all do. I promise.
One time? I don't think more than one time.
I promise.
They might listen to it one or two times, maybe 3 times after it comes out or something like that, because they've been listening to it the whole time, but just one time.
I mean, like once or twice. I mean, then you might have to listen to it because you got to perform it or whatever. But I'm pretty sure if I were to make music and I'll be mixing and mastering that same song or whatever for about like a month, I'm gonna listen to that song one or two times through, and y'all can have it. I don't want it no more. I don't want it. Fuck that shit. I do not want it. So that's why I'm not meant to be a rapper or whatever, and I can't sing to save my life. So.
Well, cousin, what's up with you other than that?
Well, Candy, let's go find us a studio from Puerto Rico so we can drop some beats.
Okay.
Girl, I am tired, girl. I've been working. As y'all know, I started a new career adventure. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I work because I don't want y'all to be hitting me up for the discount. But your boy tired. Listen, tired. Pulled a double the other day. Almost thought I was gonna die. And every day it's a new thing at work, and I'll be coming home depressed. But they know I'd be like, they be telling me in my job, they be like, don't bring it home with you. Girl, it's hard. It's so hard not to bring it
but
home.
But I feel like you were working with people before. It's not like you just starting to work with people.
True. But I feel like this is on like a next level, because I feel like the career shift that I shifted into, I feel like you're a little more personal with the person because you're in charge of them staying somewhere, I guess. So it's your job to make sure that person or said people are like safe and is enjoying their time. And I feel like that's a lot of responsibility.
I feel like your coworker said, baby, you are not solely responsible for everything. Like some things,
True.
you gotta leave it to the people. You don't have to assume responsibility of everything.
True.
Like, it's
but cool, then, like, you know, in your heart of hearts, you be feeling bad. Like, you be like, dang, I could have done this better or whatever. But I feel like that comes with everything.
It's heavy on the butts. But
when
I go,
I should just collect my check and leave.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start doing.
Period.
I'm gonna let it go.
I'm gonna go.
Insert Nikki clip here.
Forget it. I'm gonna go.
So what's up with you, cousin? What you been up to?
I have been working like a dog too. I agree. Like a dog. I'm starting a new bartending
Shout out
gig.
To my 9 to 5 girlies.
No, baby. I'm 9 to 5 and also 5 to midnight now on the same days that I'm actually 9 to 5ing. Okay. So your girl is in the sweatshops right now, okay? I am thugging, ruggish, bone, baby. I'm out to get the bag. I don't want to play no games. I don't have no time. Please don't hit me up with the foolishness. I'm on a path. And I get in these moments sometimes where I'm like hustle, 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 where I don't really know what I'm making money for or what I'm saving for, but it just kind of comes and it's that time. And that's just where I'm at right now. I'm like, if anything, I'm gonna make some bread. You know me. I keep a job.
I love that. And also too, even if you don't have an end all be all of an end game of what you want to have, and you be working, and I feel like sometimes people like to like other people like to manage your own money. So people are so worried about what you're spending your money on and what you're not spending your money on. If you bust your ass every day and you enjoy nice things, go ahead and treat yourself to the nice things. Don't feel bad and don't let nobody scare you away from doing what you want to do with your money, because baby, you made your own money. That's not
Facts.
their money. That's not your coin to be
Facts.
counting. So you do what you want to do with your money, baby. I mean, if your lights ain't off and you want to go buy a Prada bag, buy your Prada bag and sit in the dark with. That's on you.
Just
babe.
don't let them lights
Do
be
what
off
you wanna
next month
do.
either, okay?
Yeah, please don't let them be off that. Baby, you just bought your bag and you get your check in like 2 days, so lights gonna be on in 2 days, baby. But I feel you, babe. Do what you want with your money, ho.
With your
That's your
money.
money.
Yeah.
Please.
I think right now I'm doing a lot this year. Like we have a secret that we haven't told our listeners yet. We do have a secret. Are we saving that? We have a secret. Anyways, we have a secret. One. And then two, I'm in my cousin's wedding. So that's just like expenses and vacations based on them and things with them that I wasn't really anticipating for the year. So, why not get a little, a new gig? And then bartending, I just been bartending anyway to just like, that's my little grocery money. Like you said, that's like my light bill if I want to use it to pay my light bill, if I want to use it to buy that Prada bag. Okay. But
Period.
I had to get out of where I was. Like I was bartending at a club before, and we in the same gang now. We upper echelon now. We are
Yes.
we upper echelon now with that. So yes, honey, the bag is gonna be bagging.
Period. So now y'all have kept up with the Kardashians. Yeah, y'all kept up with the cousins. You about to
Period.
get into some things, so y'all know. Cousin, what's good? What's good with it?
Today we wanted to come and talk about friendships, right?
Yes. Yes.
We talking about friendships. I mean, we can start. I mean, where you want to start? Evaluating from when? Like,
Okay, so let's start here. Okay, I'm gonna kick it off. Describe a good friend to you. Like, what does a good friend mean to you?
I just think anybody that's in my life has to understand me. Period. I feel like you have to understand me. That doesn't mean make excuses for any of my behaviors, any of my just personal habits. That's not what that means at all. But I just feel like when it's certain things and certain times, you should just understand who I am as a person. I feel like ultimately, if you're missing that, we're not on the same accord at all. And I don't know how to help people get back there, because I think I'm very honest. I think I'm very genuine. And I think I'm always myself. Like I've never tried to be somebody else, period. I've never been interested to be somebody else. And I just feel like if people are struggling to understand me, I don't know what to tell you. And like I said, that's not an excuse. That's not me trying to, you know what I'm saying, make that a barrier. But it's just kind of like, if you can't just understand me as a person, just my simple moral code, we struggling right there. We losing. And I feel like I give that to other people. Like I want people to be so understanding of me because of how I understand them. Like I watch people. And so I feel like understanding or knowing a good friend is to understand what their habits and what their traits can be, how they'll be in certain situations, their general moral code, because you got to know what a person is made up of, what they're going for, what they're not going for. That's how I want to decide my good friend.
I feel that. I feel like understanding is a big factor, because for a long time, I just felt like I was just so misunderstood by people, and I still kind of feel that way. But to have people that understand me and understand where I'm coming from, and really know who I am, I love that. But I also love a person that's very empathetic, that has empathy, that understanding still, so it falls in
Yeah.
that umbrella. But I also like somebody that likes to have fun, because I like to have fun. I'm young, I'm fine, and I want to kick it. So,
I definitely want to hang out with somebody that likes to have fun. I don't want to be with
mhm,
somebody that's like complaining or limiting themselves to what they think they can do. I feel like I'm
mhm,
always the friend, and we could talk about this too. Like, who are you in the friend group? When I
mm,
come to the friend group, I am the wild card, because at the end of the day, we may get to the same goal or the same finish line, but the way that we do it can be completely different. But at the end of the day, like, if we both get there, we could both get there. And I think
mhm.
I'm the type of friend that will definitely choose the road that's not most traveled.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
definitely gonna pick
seriously.
I'm gonna go left if everybody goes right, because at the end of the day, left might make me something else versus like going right?
It'll push you out of that comfort zone. I can attest to that. That Claudia could see two paths: the path with just the waterfalls and the rainbows, and the dark forest. And Claudia be like, "Let's go down the dark forest." And I'd be like, "Okay, girl, we gonna go. I'm gonna hold your hand, and we gonna figure it out."
Yeah.
But going along with the friend group thing, I think out of the friend group, I think I'm like the supportive friend. I feel like
Okay.
whatever you're doing, I want to be involved in. I want to know more about. I want to do it. I can't say right now that if my friends watch this right now, they would be like, huh? But not in that way. Recently, they could say that. But before, because I'm starting to transition into a new job, into a new role, that's been taking up most of my time along with the podcast. But before then, I would say that like anything someone's having, throwing, releasing something, I'm gonna be there. I'm support. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna watch it. Whatever you do, I think I'm just very supportive, and I want to see everybody win, because I feel like you're only as great as a person next to you. If you're striving and the other person's not striving, then it doesn't make sense to me.
I just feel like you living your life or having to, like manipulate your schedule based on what you have going on doesn't make you any less of a supportive friend, doesn't make you any less of a good friend. And I feel like a good friend, whoever
Mm,
is on the other side of that, will understand that. Like, a
mm,
good friend should understand that. We're getting older. Like, other people, we have
mm,
responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? I can't expect you to,
mm,
I'm not asking you to be me. And I'm not asking you to do the work that I have to do for me. That's what makes me a good friend, is because I don't ask
mm,
people to do the things that I have to do for myself. Yes, like you said, I may need your support, and I might want your presence. But at the end of the day, when it comes to things that St. Claude has to do, because I started to call myself my real name, but y'all know. And when it comes to it, like,
I
literally,
think I called you. I think I called the real name too by accident. But we gonna work on it. We refresh. I didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear
So,
that.
but like I said, when it comes down to the things that I have to do personally to make things happen for me, I'm not expecting you to do that, and I won't put the pressure on you to do that. I think that makes a good friend. So, tell me if I'm wrong.
I think it does, but that goes into the understanding thing. But I feel like, I mean, every mm, I get it. I didn't know where I wanted to go with there. I wanted to go somewhere, but I didn't know. It's like my mind went to a blank, because I feel like it was it's a falls in the understanding piece, and I think that's what's really core for us.
Yeah.
Because I mean, also with a friend group, I feel like you're not gonna rock with everybody in your friend group. You're not gonna be click tight with everybody in the friend group. They're always gonna be that one person that you butt heads with. But I mean, y'all are still friends. Y'all still can kick hanging around with each other. But like everybody has their own lane. And I feel like to be a good friend, you got to understand that. Like, everybody brings a different category to the friend group. If we were all the same person, the shit would be boring. What I like
Mm-hmm.
about the friend group that I have, that everybody is their own individual person, but that's what makes our group such a whole thing. Everybody has
Yeah.
their own lanes and their own avenues. And it just brings a whole different dynamic to the thing. Because I see a lot of people where I've hung out with like friends of a friend's group or family of a friend's group, and I'm like, y'all are literally like a carbon copy of each other, and that shit is so boring. I think that's the most boringest shit ever. Like, especially like, you know, the little you like you go out to a club or whatever, and then everybody's just so like boring. Like everybody wants to sit down. Nobody wants to get up. Nobody wants to take a shot. Nobody wants to dance. Oh, you're too loud. Why are you screaming at me? Girl, we in a club. I'm gonna have fun. Like what? Get your ass up and let's party. Like that's a definite thing for me. But I'm the king of ain't that your friend? Ain't that your
Shut
ain't
up.
that your friend? Because if
So
I go out somewhere and your friend act up, I'm definitely gonna tell you, hey, that's your friend. That's my
so
line. That is your friend.
heavy on the ain't that your friend. My question is, how do you judge someone's character? Because as I get older, I'm like, I've always been real aware of like who's a friend and who's not a friend. Like I get it. Like I know I've always been able to make that like separation from the friend to the associate. Like never been my problem, right? But as I get older too, it's just like the way that you see people is different. Like the things that we're doing are different. Like we not on the playground no more, and we not doing, you know, little things. We have to like really measure people's character based on how they're moving in like the real adult world now. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just high school no more. This ain't elementary school. So my question is like, what's the most recent thing that you've done to kind of judge someone's character or just judge if they could even be a good friend to you?
I would say be put in like certain situations and how they act in like the general public. It's like one thing to act a certain way behind closed doors with me and like the immediate people, but if we're put in a situation where like I'm really gonna see your true colors, or if we're out in public and you start acting an ass, and like I see that, it's a total turn off for me. It's like, I mean, it's like one guy that I was with or whatever, and I hung out with his friend group, and I'm like, okay, these like these girls, mostly girls, and like the guys were cool too, but it's like it's always that one friend that's just like not always that one friend. It could be a group of them, but it was just this one girl that just was like everything was an issue, everything was a problem. From where we went out to, who we were drinking, what kind of music we listened to in the car, before we went out, who took the longest to get ready. And it's like it's just so irritating. And then like I hate like an attention whore. Like it gotta be on me all the time. And it's like, girl, like it's not gonna be about you all the time. Like relax, like chill. And I just think that like when you put in certain situations, that's gonna rat the person out immediately. Like say you in a car right now. No, say you at dinner. I think that the main thing that will rat people out is if you at dinner and in the split the tab subject comes up.
Facts. That's big
I don't
facts.
know why.
Money in general.
Because
Money in general.
yes, money is gonna rat somebody out. Like money will rat somebody out. Like say you about to go out with your friends, right? And it's just a normal night. It's no one's birthday or anything. You're about to get a section, right? And they're like, okay, cool. We're gonna split the section. Boom, 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 boom. But maybe one person has to pay more money than whatever. In my mind, if the person that's paying the most money, they're gonna pick the bottle. But it's always gonna be that one person that pays the least that would be like, "Oh, I don't want to drink that. I don't drink that." But baby, you paid what $50? Relax, please. So that's what I'm saying. Like situations like that will rat a person out so fast. And you right, money, ooh, it's gonna rat somebody out because
I think anything money related will really, really shut a whole show down. Like one, I've been watching you already. So then when the topic of money comes around and you start acting a little funny, side eye,
bombastic side eye.
side eye. Seriously.
No, for real. And I feel like that money in general, I feel like will rat anything out. Like if you want to know what kind of man you dealing with, bring up money. What kind of friend you dealing with, bring up money.
I don't even want to get. I don't even want to
Like, it
get on
really
the type
will.
of man you're dealing with the money thing. That's another topic for another time. That's another topic for another time. We actually have a good show that we want to hold that out for, so we're gonna hold that out for y'all.
Mhm.
We'll get to.
No, before we switch, before we shift off that, I want y'all to keep in mind something for the next episode. So why in your mind, I want you to think, boom. If your friend, your friend brings some new dude she dating, right? And you ask, oh, they going to the bar, right? Boom. And ask old dude to buy everybody a shot and see how he react. And then we're gonna keep it for next episode. Let's see what he said in the episode. Don't worry about this episode. Wait for the next one.
I don't even want to say anything. Because I was gonna give a whole story, but nope.
But what about you, cousin? Like, what's something that's like immediately, besides money, like what's something that like immediately red flag for you off of like a friend?
I agree with everything that you said. Like seeing how a person moves in public, like you said, like if I come from intimate settings with you, it's just me and you, and I see you around other people and you move different, you even change the way your voice is, or you know what I'm saying? That just makes me real weary of people. And I may not say it the first time. The thing about me, I am not gonna lie, I'm passive aggressive. I'm probably not gonna say it the first time, but I peeped and I may have a problem with it already, but I didn't say anything. And that's okay, because you'll find me on the day that I do want to say something.
Oh,
You'll see me.
You the type of you the mental note and bring that shit back up type person.
I'm the mental noter. Sometimes I can't remember the mental notes. Sometimes they don't calculate and pull up as fast as I need them to. But like as far as like specifics, people be like, give me a day, listen. All I know is I remember one time when I saw you do this. Don't ask me what day it was, but just know I saw you do it. I peeped game. That's it. Like I don't need anything from here. I'm good. I just feel like people's actions in general, and no matter what it may be, no matter what it's about, that's automatically going to determine how I move or treat you. I'm not going to treat you bad. I'm just ultimately going to keep you at the sideline. That's just how I go. I don't know about y'all.
I feel it. So do you like to have a big friend group, or are you just like I like my 3 friends type thing, or my one friend, or do you like a big like group of people? Big group, I'm saying is like you got like it's like 8+ of y'all.
I've never had that.
What?
Never had that. I've always known a lot of people. I've always had friends all over the place, many places, but I've never had a group of 8 friends, 10 friends, even 20 that I could pull up or hit up and say, everybody, let's come to the club tonight because we all be kicking it together in general. No. I got friends, like I said, I have my pockets of friends. Like the most as far as a friend group that I've ever really had was like 2 people, and they were sisters. Like that's the only real friend group that you could ever catch me with. And then I also have one other childhood friend who used to just be like me and her. But then like if we would do something, it could be me, her, and her siblings. You know what I'm saying? It's always people with siblings. Like, what the hell? I feel like I throw myself I throw myself more in the family dynamic. Look, I throw myself in the family before I do like the friendship thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just deep rooted on family. I have a big family. So like I heard my little cousin say this one time too. Like he never really felt the need to just gang up with people like that because he had his family, and I get it. Like I have a big family. Like my cousins are my siblings / friends / whatever you know what I'm saying? And when we in the same city, we popping out. Now that's my 8 to 10 I could call. When I call them, yeah, get me on the list with a +15. Right.
Period.
But as far as like just homegirls, I have my quality friends, and I love my friends. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all. I do love my friends. Shout out to my friend
group too. Y'all know who y'all is. Definitely.
But yeah, like ultimately, the last time I had a friend group that was just like girls, we all got to fighting. on prom night.
What? Tell a story. What? Yeah, y'all was mixing on prom night?
Let me tell you something. Prom night was epic for me, and not in a good way. Prom season was crazy. So I found myself having, like you said, a couple friends, people I met at school, as far as anybody else that I've met, and I, like I said, insert myself in the family with, I never really meet them at school. I meet them doing other things like extracurriculars, dance school, stuff like that, but never like school. So my school friends decided that we had planned this whole thing. We had planned a limo together and everybody would pay their portion for the limo. We had planned a whole after prom party together so we could control everything and be, determine what the wave was for the night. But at some point in the whole planning and the whole execution of this thing, they decided that they didn't want to be friends no more. That's not a problem to me. Listen, it ain't a problem. That ain't no problem. Okay?
There ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem. I'm not worried, cool, but whatever. So prom, what was it? It was like the day before prom or something like that. We had to do a rehearsal and then pick up our prom tickets, right? And so when we went to pick up our tickets that day, it was like this whole big thing. Like I showed up to school, me and my date were, we were all cool. We all knew each other. We've been going to school with each other since like 3rd grade at this point. Like we all know each other. And so I came up to the table type and it was just like, what are you doing here type? All of a sudden it was everybody against one. It was like 6 on 1. Like,
what? That's crazy.
I'm that big. Y'all got to get 6 bitches to come and get me.
You hear me?
Please.
You that girl.
I'm that girl. Y'all got to get 6 girls to try and like pick sides on me. Well, let me show you something. I don't need none of you. None of you.
Period.
And prom night, they thought they was doing something. I was like, listen, I'll wash all y'all right now. Period. The only reason why we didn't throw hands is because I still had on my dress. And my dress was nice. And I paid a lot of money for my dress. I was not going to fight in my dress. They all had on booty shorts. They was ready. They was ready for the after party. This was after prom and everything. There had been animosity for weeks at this point. And these hoes still ended up riding in my limo. They didn't pay no money. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. These hoes really had a whole falling out with me. But I don't know why. Long story short, I celebrated prom night alone. I had a whole after prom party with like 5 people in the building. Shout out my cousins.
Period.
And that's about it.
Friends. How many of us have them? Friends.
And that's about it. That's the time I had a friend group turn on me.
Oh man, I've never had a friend group turn on me, but I had like a friend turn on me. Like not really turn on me, we just stopped speaking for like no reason. And I'm like, so to this day, I don't know why we stopped speaking. We just stopped speaking. And she always gotta make a face.
I feel like stop speaking.
We just stopped speaking. I'm gonna tell you a story. All right, boom. So I ain't gonna get into detail. But yeah. But so a lot of people I think it's been like a year that it's been like a year that we stopped being friends.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because it was around this time. Yeah. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say the name,
okay.
Boom. So it's about if you if you know what I'm talking about, listen, because everybody gonna know what I'm talking about when I say this. But so if you follow me on social media, if you follow me on Snapchat or whatever, I had this friend that I was like really cool with when I first moved to Kansas City. We were really good friends. We became friends by me being friends with like a coworker or associate, and he dated that coworker and associate. And when they broke up, we kind of just started talking about a project that we wanted to do together, and we just became super close. Boom. So like we were close. We would hang out like almost every day. We would talk every day. see each other like every weekend to hang out or whatever. But we were in talks of doing said project together. I went on vacation Daytona, and when I came back, like it was just radio silence. Like the last text I've received from them was like, "Hey, when are you gonna be back?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't get back today. I get back tomorrow, actually." And that was the last text I've ever sent to the person. That's the last time we ever talked. But before then, I feel like when God tried to send you like these little like messages of, "Hey, you shouldn't be talking to this person anyway," you should probably leave him alone. So like the person that I'm talking about, like he's straight, and as y'all know, I'm gay. I like dudes. I like niggas.
Period.
That's the tongue.
And do.
But it's just like some conversations we had about going to certain places became very homophobic and aggressive and hostile. And I felt like he was going through something, and I felt like he was very taking it out on me. But that's as most as I can get that. But we were in a good space when we stopped talking. But I used to be the one to always try to fix everything. I need to fix it right now. I need to make amends. But sometimes when I don't know who y'all believe in, but I know I believe in God. Sometimes when he removes people from your life, you gotta take that as a sign and let them people go. You shouldn't be trying to fix everything, you know. Sometimes silence is key. And no news is good news. And from this today on, he getting fat and I'm living my life. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
My baby done went and got a new bag and
Cheers.
everything.
Yeah, cheers, bitch. You better watch
Clink,
those B
clink.
words. You better watch those.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Period. But it is what it is. Don't be tripping on them people. Let them people go and move on and live your life. Like I'm telling you, it's a sign.
Here's my question. Here's
Do
my
you.
question before we get into the thick of things, right?
That's our favorite line, the thick of things.
The thick of things, you know,
What's,
I like to.
What's thick, sweetie?
These thighs.
What's thick?
We're gonna talk about something later. I'm a joce you later on that. So before we like I said, proceed. Mm-hmm. After you do have a falling out with someone, right? Or however it may be, good or bad. Like you said, y'all just kind of stopped talking. I had a friend that I kind of had like a rocky falling out. And this isn't just like I just met you friend. This is someone I've been knowing since I was like a jit. Like, you know, that's what they be saying, the young kids. Yeah. A jit.
Mm-hmm. A legit or something.
You know,
like
I was a legit. And long story short, we had like a nasty falling out. Not me. I ain't say much. I just listened. Apparently I got red. My aunt said she cussed me the fuck out. Okay.
Now that's how you clear a bitch. I don't know who that hoe is, but she could never.
She cussed me out so bad. My auntie was actually muted on the line. Okay, cussed me out so bad, and we have not spoke since then. Right? She hit me up the other day, like 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, first of all, I have business hours on my phone, bitch. Y'all not calling me before my wake up and chill time. I know that. Don't call my phone and I'm not even up yet and think, you know, depending upon who it is, but please don't call my phone. So she called my phone. It was early, 8 o'clock. You don't never call me 8 o'clock in the morning ever. So what you was calling me for, one. And two, if you know me, like I said, you have understanding of me. You know I'm a late night person than an early morning person. You could catch me damn near better from 11 to 4 a.m. than you can at 8 a.m.
Right.
Fact. Hello. So she called me and I'm just like, I was talking to my brother and I was like, well, she called me, but she can't really need that much because she only called me one time at 8 o'clock in the morning. I feel like if you really wanted to talk to me and you really wanted to amend things, you would have hit me up more than once, at least 2 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is
twice.
that
I would have rung you twice.
Yeah, like, is that wrong for me to feel that way? Even
if
you don't call me 2 times, at least like send me a text or something like, hey, I hit you up. Give me a call when you can.
Hey, it was good. Hey, please hit me up. It's important. Something.
My brother was like, you can't make conditions. Yeah. People are putting their pride aside to hit you up. I was like, you didn't put your pride aside that much to call me one time at 8 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't much pride to be
No,
put aside.
at all.
I don't know. So how do you?
Prideful would have been, they would have wrote a whole paragraph. That would have been prideful of them. Writing a whole paragraph and, okay, I'm about to lay it out on the line. If she on to my phone, let me just get it out through texting. And if I blocked you, get it out through email. But uh, they would have wrote a whole paragraph.
It's
That's
the
how I
email
see.
for me.
If you really wanted to see me, you really wanted to be friends, you know, I'd have sent a little email.
Especially when we
a whole
ended
little
on
paragraph, a little Shakespeare note.
But especially when we ended on bad terms because of you, not because of me, because of what you said, not necessarily because of you, but because of what you said. It's not that the actions or whatever happened around it made us fall, but the way that you addressed me, that's what got you. Hello, somebody.
Also, too, it tells a lot about the person too. Like, I feel like over the fallout, if it's just a mutual fallout and y'all just stop talking, I think there's a lot of respect for that. But when it's a fallout and bitches start to like go crazy, making all these posts and statuses, you've been feeling this way for a minute and you just was pussy to say something. And I don't like that. It gives me you've been plotting. You've been waiting your whole life to say some of this stuff, and you wasn't, you went iron chest Charlie. You couldn't say it to my face when I was there. So like I don't like stuff like that. Because a lot
That's
of people
why you
fall
gotta
out
know your
and, if I
associates.
respect you and I love you, period. That part. Because if you fall out and I love you, I'm not gonna.
I ain't saying nothing.
Fall out. I don't care. Claudia.
Oh, you talking about me and you?
But if we ever forever in any kind of aspect, ever will to in some alternate universe, somewhere across the pond, somewhere you see, I see these muscles, my arms getting big. But somewhere across the pond, and we ever fall out, I wouldn't say shit. I'm not telling y'all nothing, bitch.
Nothing.
But I ain't gonna hold y'all because if they do offer me like a couple of M's, maybe
all
a
right,
B,
bitch.
I'm ready to tell all about Claudia.
It's gotta it's gotta be M's and a B. Anything less than M's and a B, I would really be upset for you. Like, bitch,
I ain't gonna
stop it.
Right, you ain't make no money off of that.
Like you went and did a tell all for 30 bands. Get out of here. Knock it off.
You did a press conference for $6,000. That's tacky. I hate that for you, niece.
It gives you didn't really have much information and they just paid you anything. You just kind of took anything. No, bye.
You took the first number, niece. I don't like that.
It gives you have no negotiating skills, niece.
None. You were like, okay, well, that sound good. Just give me the 500. Fat.
Fat, right. No.
Tacky. So what happened?
You know what I was about to say.
What happened? Oh, all right. She gave me that look. Oh, all right. For the girls that's not from New Orleans, girl, when a girl tell you what happened, it's about to be something. You about to strap your bra on tight, bitch, because you're about to roll, huh?
You better boot up.
What happened? Boot up. You hear me? Let your G-Nikes up
real tight, sis. And they better be a size smaller, so you can keep them on. Don't get rocked out the G-Nikes, please. Don't get rocked out.
G-Nikes is crazy.
Speaking of,
that's embarrassing. And they gonna have it on video.
I went to Summer Jam in Houston. Shout out Summer Jam in Houston. You know, I'm from New York, baby. Summer Jam is a big thing. So once I heard Summer Jam in Houston was going down, your girl was trying to get on the stage, period. Your girl was trying to host an MC, a little such and such, okay? But I did make it to Summer Jam Houston.
Such and such.
Okay. I made it out to Houston and there was
she
this
do
guy
it all.
in the crowd.
If y'all want somebody to host y'all baby shower, Claudia do it.
I will. For the right bag.
Baby shower. Send the coin.
My homegirl told me the other day she wants me to host her wedding, and I'm gonna do it.
Oh my God. You ain't seeing my wedding, but we definitely gonna have sections.
What you mean we gonna have sections?
Like my wedding, we gonna have sections. So the reception is gonna be like a club. Like we gonna have bottle girls. March Madness is gonna play. We're gonna play Where Your Ass Was At When You Was. Ooh, Where Your Ass Was At.
You're retarded.
We gonna be in that bitch like
Ah,
groom
you
and the
are
groom.
retarded.
Mr. and Mister. Well, yo, that's that the sparklers, the big sign with the
That
Mr.
would
and Mister on
actually
it.
be
Well, yo,
fire,
West was
though.
that fire. You hear me? They come on that bitch. Where your West was at with the little sign. Where your West was at with the fucking some commas, fucking some commas,
Yo,
That
I'm
bitch gonna
really
be
weak.
lit. We gonna
I'm
rock that
really
hoe.
weak.
We gonna be
Ah.
in that bitch lit. I'm telling you, we gonna be in that bitch lit. You gonna come to the reception? Your name on the list? Like, bruh, Albie know me, man. Come, Albie, come to the door. I'm outside at the door, bro. They ain't let me in this bitch. Come on, come to. That bitch gonna be lit. I'm
My
telling
cousin is not coming to the door. I'm gonna let you know now.
I'm
You
not.
you better know somebody, bitch, because he is not coming to the door. Okay.
Girl, you better know a motherfucking busboy and somebody, because I'm not coming. I'm gonna be faded somewhere in the corner throwing up.
Sleep,
I'm gonna be leaving y'all
okay?
for dead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sleep.
Is.
So,
God.
yeah, I'm about to call somebody. It ain't gonna be me.
So what happened, cousin? What's the tea? Where we at with it now?
All right, so let's get into some real, because we discussed what we like in a friend and what we expect out of our friends and stuff like that. But let's put y'all in some real sticky situations here. Are y'all ready for the sugar honey iced tea? Because I know what you girls came here for. That's Claudia line, the thick of things, and that's gonna be my line. I know what y'all came here for. Because you hoes are messy. I love that about y'all. All right, cool. Throw the situation out there. Let's see what we would do in the situation, right? Boom. So yo ace boom coon, yo bestie, yo home girl, right? Boom. Just got engaged, right? Just got engaged. The ring is fresh. He just bought that bitch. He went to Jared. He could have went to Zales, but I hope he didn't went to Zales. He could have went to Jared. Hopefully he went to Jared. And hopefully he ain't go to 504 Pawn or Stepping Style. Hopefully
They be having shit in there, though.
They do be having some shit in there. Boom.
But keep going.
So y'all get engaged, but the whole time, like, the fact that he's been cheating on your best friend, and they just got engaged. What do you do? Do you tell your best friend? Is it your business? Like, what do you do? But for a fact, like, you got proof. You got proof. You could show him right now. What you gonna do?
If I know for a fact and I call this person my friend, and I have to hear how they speak about this person, how they care about this person. But if that person is my friend and we've been locked in, I'm telling her. I'm a little sister.
How you gonna break the news? You gonna break the day of they got engaged? You gonna tell her on the phone? You gonna pull it to the side? Like,
I feel like if I already knew, I should have been told her. Why wait to let her get engaged to do that? Now
maybe you find out that day though. Like, you find out that day, and for a fact they've been cheating. Like, you find out that day. Like, not word of mouth. You seen it for yourself.
I might give her like 2-3 days. We going to lunch. We going to lunch to celebrate the engagement. Let me see. And I'm busting it down.
She said
I'm busting
2 or 3
it down.
days. Girl, bye.
You want to tell her the day?
Pull my ass to the side. If you don't pull my ass to the side,
okay. But if you get engaged and you go hang out with him the rest of the night, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna let you.
But you said 2 or 3 days. I feel like it's too long. Cause you let me get into a honeymoon stage, and I'm thinking about to marry this man for sure. You knew this man was cheating on me the whole time, and you let me know.
Well, I feel like at that point, there's really no great time. There's really no great time to break news like that to somebody. There isn't.
I'm like, oh, it's better time as any. I'm gonna grab the mic. Thank you. Give me the mic. Girl, look at these texts before you get married. Don't do it, niece. Look at my phone, niece. No. I gotta tell her today I can't do it. Especially if I know for a fact. No. Now, if it's a little scuttlebutt that he cheating, that's none of my business. That's none of my business.
What you mean?
Like, scuttlebutt. Like, Is word of mouth? That's none of my business. I don't know that for a fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you saw it like with your own eyes at the engagement party, he's licking on somebody else, you snitching, right?
Yeah, I'm telling.
I'm snitching.
I'm telling. I'll be look, you on candy camera now. Look, bitch. I'll be like, caught your ass. Niece.
Ah,
Hell nah. And we gonna roll on that nigga. We gonna beat him the fuck up.
you are retarded.
Let me stop. I don't condone violence. Not in every situation though. Sometimes
Okay.
people need their ass whipped. I'm sorry.
Speaking of people need their ass whipped, listen to this, right? If you somewhere with a friend, right? And it's y'all two, no matter the degree of y'all friendship, it could be like your mom's friend's kid or a person that you've been friends with a little bit or a person you've been friends with for years, right? You get into a fight. You expect them people to jump in the fight if you're not getting jumped?
No. No. Why are they jumping in a fight? Bitch, if I'm getting rolled on, break it up. You know, break it up. Don't let me
Don't let me get dragged now.
Get dragged, bitch.
Even though it might not happen.
They probably recording. It, girl, is very unlikely. Period. And I put that on everything I love. It's very unlikely. There's a lot of people think they can beat me up. Bro, bye. And if I do get beat up, I ain't getting dragged, and I'm gonna get my licks in, regardless. I'm not gonna get knocked out.
I might come out with a little bit.
I don't expect that much of you. Yeah, I don't expect that much of you. Like if we I don't expect you to jump in. Now, if I'm getting jumped and you don't jump in, I'm beating your ass. I'm beating your ass. If I get jumped and you watch me get jumped, even if we could have just met today and you friends of my friends or whatever, my friends Sally, and you don't jump in for me, I'm beating your ass. Yeah. After I just got dragged, I'm beating your ass, Stink. I'm beating your ass. All right, I got another one. Do you think it's okay? Okay, so boom. So say your friend, why is mine always relationship? That's weird. But it is somehow a relationship with. So say boom. I do. Because some of these situations I've been in. That's why. No shade, no tea, no shade. But okay, boom. What am I gonna say? Say you've been with this, like, you've been friends. Okay, let me just it all together. I don't want to make a long story. So, like, do you think if you were friends with your friend's like boyfriend, fiance, or whatever, and they break up, call it off, do you think it's okay to still be friends with that man? If he did nothing to you, he was always nice to you. Do you think it's okay to still be cool with him?
I mean, am I gonna be calling? It depends on first of all, it depends on who I was friends with first, and it depends on like what our relationship was. Like I doubt, like if I met him through her, I doubt I'm gonna be hitting him up on like a regular to be like, oh hey, how's it going? Like, nah. But if he hit me up, I might not be like, it just depends. You know, it depends on what the falling out was and what our individual relationship is as people. I can't say yes, but I can't say no.
I'm saying no, because once my friend break up with you, you broke up with everybody. That's weird.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be hitting him up. I'm not going to hit him up to just joce and just talk. That's different. But if he called me like, yo, do you know who could change my tire? I might, I feel like if you called me,
I'm like, ooh, that's why you got Google. That's why you got Google. Oh my God.
I feel like if you called me to see who could change your tire, I mean, okay, I might help you.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that thing. You better call Google, call Geico, Mako, call OnStar, bitch. I don't know nothing about that. Don't be calling this phone. I know nothing about that.
Are you the type to not be friends with someone because your friend doesn't like them?
That's nothing to do with me. That's nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. I'm the type of person, someone can talk real bad about you, like real bad. Like, this is the most fakest, fraudulent person I've ever met in my life. But I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I think that could be a blessing and a kind of curse thing. But I'm a benefit of the doubt person. I can hear whatever about you, so many things. I have to experience it myself, not to fuck with you. I'm not gonna fuck with you off the strength of my friend don't like you. I can't do that. Will I be buddy? Ooh, that's my girl. No, I'll be cordial. Like, hey, what's up? Hi, how are you? That's it. But I'm not about to be like, oh, I can't talk to that bitch because my friend don't fuck with that bitch. Da, 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 da. I think that's weird to me. We too grown for that. We too grown. We
It was the I can't fuck with that bitch. That's funny.
Oh, okay. Secret friendships. Because you be what? See, mine is like relationship stuff.
You always talking about a
That's my
relationship.
relationship.
Give him some love, Jesus. Give him some love.
Please.
Me too, please.
Somebody send me a man.
Don't skip me on that one,
Send me a
Jesus.
man in the universe. I've been waiting in line for the longest, Lord. Please. My feet starting to hurt in this line.
Girl, I'm about to pass out in the motherfucking line, okay?
So how do you make friends at this age, though? Because when I first moved to Kansas City, I was like, I don't know how to make friends, y'all. Like, this is so hard for me. Like, what do? You go to a bar and just start talking to random people? I've seen it done before. Between you and Jody, y'all are friendly Bob. Y'all bitches will go up to anybody and make a conversation. And next thing you know, they got a motherfucking a fucking Nike deal or something. Bitch, these hoes coming out with a check of some sort or a link of some sort. But also, too, I think it's weird that I can't do it when I majored in something that requires you to have connections, like broadcasting. It kind of forces you to link with people and talk to people. But
Right.
I can't see myself going to a bar and being like, oh, hi. Like, I can't be the one to initiate the hi. But if someone talks to me, I can, but I can't go up and do that.
I think it really just like the space really sets the tone for that. Like, you got to see what the climate is of the room and the people that are there. Some people are worth speaking to, some people just aren't. And sometimes you might catch me in a room where I feel it's worthwhile to speak to people. There's just like certain situations that I feel like I have to speak in order to put myself out there instead of just relying on that sense of being reserved, because people don't understand. I am a reserved person. Even though I speak to people, I am very reserved about things that I share and how I share myself. But because I feel like people see me speak to people, they automatically assume I'm just easily accessible and I don't have to break down to you how I list and, organize my people that I meet or whatever it may be, or my friends. But ultimately, I think the room, the setting, and what's going on will determine how outgoing I will be, or like my openness to it.
Because one thing about St. Claude, I don't know how she do it, but like, she'll read the vibe and energy, and I know she don't really fuck with the person if I'm conversating or whatever, and she just mute, or vice versa. Like, I think we have that gift. I don't know what it is. Like, if I just feel something is off, I'm gonna just be quiet. Y'all know I like to run my mouth, so I'm gonna just be church girl, quiet, arms crossed.
That's the perfect way to say it.
I'm not saying nothing.
Because I feel like if we get into, if it's like a 3-on-3, right? It's like me and my homegirls and some random people pop up, girls or dudes. You got to see how I'm acting, because I don't want to say I'm funny acting. I'm not funny acting, but
because y'all listen, I can't control my face. Yeah, but especially if you're super quiet, yeah. But I can't control my face. Like, y'all see it in my face. Yeah, definitely. Because listen, you gotta see it in person. When St. Claude quiet.
And it's like, it's serious, like quiet, like silence. Like, if I'm just like,
But the thing is, like, some people like, oh, like she might be no, not on the phone, nothing. Like she is off to space in her own universe, quiet, hush mode.
Like
Like I'm
seriously,
ready
like
to
you said,
go.
I don't even have to look at the phone to be quiet.
Hmm. But that's all in my face. Now, if I making faces at you, looking back at, or like, girl, especially when it come to men, like when men approach some of my friends, I be like, we don't got to be friendly to everybody now. Come on,
Not for
now.
real, seriously.
No,
Oh God.
let's just mind our business.
Okay, last one. Here's a good thing, right?
Okay, let's go.
This one's about to make you laugh, right? Last one. Here's how we wrap it up.
Okay.
If you think a guy is either ugly or just too really not worth it, are you gonna make that point like apparent to your friend? Like if your friend is like so gun-ho about this guy, but you just kind of like, girl, he is lame. Like if you feel like that, like are you I don't want to say try and convince them, but you know, like are you gonna tell them like
try to make them see what you kind of see? But here is also the thing. Sometimes you could see something in a person that nobody else sees. Like recently, I don't really talk no more or whatever, but because he just want to hunch. I don't know what the fuck you. No. Uh, I be saying the most outlandish stuff on this podcast. But I was recently like talking to somebody. I hate that notion of talking or getting to know somebody. But everybody thought he was ugly. And I was like, what? He is like, he's a medium ugly. He's not like, I can't ever look at him. He's like subpar to me, and I can deal with that. And I just have a knack for subpar looking men. That's my steez. And if you watching this and you dated me before and you feel offended, that's on you, babe. Do what you want with the information. Because I'm the bad bitch in the relationship. But that's besides the point. Everybody thought he was ugly. And I think you know who I'm talking about. Everybody thought he was ugly. And then it took me like, it wasn't everybody saying that. It took me like going out and being in a public space with the man and being like, oh, not only is he's ugly, he's also a lame. He's a clown. He's a clown. Why did I not see it before? He's a clown. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, like this is real life. And he in my face, in my presence, right motherfucking now, being a lame. And I was so taken back. This is so unbecoming of me. What is going on?
that boy is in your face right now? A 5 -5 -5,
It's
a whole
fine.
-5.
I can't be worried about nobody else. I can't be. Ain't no way. No, because it took Adrian like sitting across from me at the side, like, Albie, go home and block him. Like she mouthed it. I'm like, well, block him.
That was good. I like that, Adrian. Go, Adrian.
Very, for real. Shout out to Miss Long. That's my girl. Shout out to Adrian. That's my girl.
Adrian, please keep my cousin in check, okay?
Please. Because she do. Adrian get me together and I love it. I love when Adrian get me together. She be schooling me. I love it. Like, she get me all over together. But like, yeah, they kept telling me, block him. I ain't want to listen. And then boom. Now, I'm asking him. People asking me if I'm buying the shots, and girl, bye. Girl, bye.
Listen, we're not talking about niggas today. We're talking about friends. I'm gonna keep it at the friends because every time you say something, I want to talk about them.
But shout out to my friends for keeping me in check and keeping me away from these lame ass dudes. But I'm just saying. But also too, in that same aspect, you don't want to kill somebody's dream. Sometimes people could really see something that maybe you don't see in the person, and they really want to pursue this. But sometimes if they just keep, not even red flags, but they keep throwing up negative things, and you keep being put in negative situations with the person, and they're like, oh, because of this, and that, they start making excuses. No, it should only take that one time for you to realize that, like, hey, I don't want to go down this route. Because if he's capable of this small itty bitty ass thing, Imagine what he could really get away with. If you let him shenan once, he gonna what?
Shenanigans.
Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it, fat. Don't let him do it, niece. Don't let him do it,
Cousin,
fat.
what is your song of the week?
Ooh. You go first because I forgot what mine was. Let me look at my phone. What's your song of the week?
My song of the week is To Summer from Cole and Audio Hug. Because if my nigga call anybody to write his vows, call Jay. Not Jay. I mean Jay-Z, but call J. Cole. Jay gonna give it. Jay-Z gonna do a little. He might have you spitting a 16. I don't want the 16. I want the audio hug. J. Cole wrote such a nice little story for summer, and I just love how J. Cole loves women. He's just so. If there's anybody,
I love that.
I just love a nigga to be soft with me. I don't want to live the hard life with a man. I really don't. I do not. And like she said, soft life. I'm telling you, J. Cole started that album or EP with The Best Way. Like it was so gentle. His message was so beautiful. It was just like, J. Cole, I loved it. I loved it. Miss Walker, like, first of all, address me as such, Miss Walker. Yes. I just can't.
Period.
It was very respectful. It gave gratitude and it gave tens when tens were due. J. Cole, you did your thing. You did your thing.
Chivalry is not dead.
It's not.
Thank God.
Summer did her thing too with her little singing.
Her EP is really good. Y'all should go check it out. Y'all definitely should. Her little singing is crazy.
No. Her little singing on the first track, on that track. I'm not talking about the whole EP. Track. On the first one. Okay. Song of the week now.
If y'all wonder why we can't get a Summer Walker interview, this is why. My song of the week has been, and has really been getting me together. I won't say I had like a really depressing week, but I feel like it was a little down. I need a little pep. And yeah, my song of the week is usually on the ratchet side. And I'm going to take it all the way back home with that. Don't you like it when I mix it up, pump it up, wind it up, pow, pow, my BJ so cold. Ooh. That's my guy. I've been really getting into my bounce bag. Like, y'all know I left New Orleans and I forgot who I was for a second, but I'm back in it.
Don't you like it when I mix it up, wind it up, pump it up, mix it up? I don't know how you go, but I know that pow, pow.
I love a little raunchy bounce song, ramming in my. I love it.
But what's so good about that song is it really makes you move, and he does not curse the whole song.
The whole song, so it's like friendly everywhere.
And that beat go
it
crazy.
Just get you out your body, like you want to dance. It do. Them little string, yeah, it gets you out your body. You want to move, you want to have fun. So if y'all want to get y'all little, whatever week started with that, I definitely would throw that BJ Circle on. So that's my song of the week. Bow, bow.
Period. Fact. So, I mean, we got into the tea. We said what's in. We said what's good. We know what happened. What now, cousin? We going into some good things for the next episode. I'm ready for the next episode. We're not going to tell y'all what's going on.
We're not going to tell y'all what's going on to the next episode. We have a lot of cool stuff. We always say that. Y'all already know we got a lot of cool stuff. I hope y'all liking the cousin-isms. I've seen a lot of y'all reposting them, and
I was just about to say, yes, the content is rolling on the page. Yes, the content is rolling on our Instagram. Please check out our Instagram, baby. We are on our Zoom. We are on our Zoom. No, literally. We're literally on Zoom now, and we are on Zoom with each other, always working on that content, baby. We are planning, we are doing. So thank y'all.
Thank y'all. It's been so amazing just to see every interaction and all the people we've been reaching and everybody laughing at our stuff. That's all we want y'all to do, is to feel good, get a good laugh, enjoy your week, kick your week off with this. And, just really vibe with us. That's what we want. We want it to be a whole vibe. Y'all part of our family. We want to check in with y'all. Make sure y'all good. Y'all know, make sure y'all doing good. We love y'all. And if you heard it today, if you heard it from anybody else, we love y'all. We do. We do love y'all.
If you didn't know, our podcast is actually available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
All three.
All three. So in case you're looking for me, all you got to type is, hey, Couzinnn.
And that's Couzinnn. 3 N's, baby. And a Z.
Because it's Couzinnn. It ain't cousin.
I feel like a killer in the view just now. I'm like, bitch, how you spell cousin with a Z? How you spell that? And I was just yelling in the microphone. I was like, I just want y'all to really know we love y'all for real. Like, that's why I was yelling. Because we love y'all for real. Thank y'all for vibing with us. A lot more stuff coming, a lot more fashions. Yeah, a lot more places to be. A lot more flights to catch.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And a lot more niggas to be talking to. Yeah.
You know, Claudia, you look, St. Claude get quiet when they start talking about the niggas.
I'm not anybody.
I'm not hiding from nobody, but you know.
Y'all gonna know when I got a nigga now. When I get on here and start just being quiet.
Something's going on.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave him alone because it's getting domestic now. But I'm getting my head out to watch hair dryer. Y'all know. Well, that's been our time there. Back to you, Jack.
Cousin, I appreciate this episode with you. Thank you for doing this with me and embarking on this journey. We are, like we said, we working, baby. We building a brand, and you just gotta, we have faith in each other. So that's why we are producing something. And so I love you.
I love you too. I love y'all. And I'm gonna holla at y'all later. I'm
ready to eat
drink
this
me some water,
Jamaican food.
and exfoliate.
Replace him and repeat.
Heavy on the exfoliation. Yes. And drink your water. Drink your agua. Please. Because I see a lot of y'all skin breaking out from that Casamigos and Red Bull y'all been drinking. But if y'all gonna get it together. All right. We love y'all. We out of here, cousin. We gonna holla at y'all later.
See you, cousin.
Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Don't you like it when I?
Bow, bow.
Hey, cousin.
Pump it up, big it up. Wow, up.
Hey, cousin.